Hello everybody. So many people have been asking me why did I have a second hair transplant. I do have the twist in now, but I'm getting the question so much. I wasn't gonna wait until I remove my twist in before I make this video. If you're new to my channel, I had my first hair transplant toward the end of 2018 and I had my second hair transplant January of 2021, and I did get it done in Fort Lauderdale, Florida by natural transplants, and my doctor was Matt Huebner, and I'm gonna leave all the information down below. So everybody keep asking me why did I have a second hair transplant, which is a perfectly normal question to ask, because when I was having my first hair transplant, I did as much research as I could, but I truly didn't find anybody that had already done the legwork for me to walk in. I know a lot of it seems like a lot of black women now are getting hair transplant, but a lot of them are not sharing their experiences. And even the few people that I have found on YouTube, they just say they had a hair transplant. They share some video here and there. They didn't share their journey in depth. So that's why I decided to document my journey as much as possible. This is kind of new to some people because nobody has said this in their video. I don't know who you guys are watching, but I am subscribed to a lot of men that have gotten hair transplant done, and a lot of them are not black. I don't know when was the first time they ever did a hair transplant procedure on black hair, and what I mean by black hair is afro texture hair. But I know the hair transplant at first was like on straight hair. There's more research, there's more advanced techniques when it comes to straight hair. So let's take that. There's more advanced research when it comes to straight hair because they have been doing hair transplant on straight hair for longer than on kinkier hair. But even that, still watching straight hair, people that get hair transplant, a lot of them do go. There's some people that have gotten up to 3. There's some people that have gotten up to 2. One of the people that I watch is Hairlicious. He has gotten his second hair transplant. And then another person is my follicular journey, and he has gotten like a third hair transplant. Once I watch these men, although their first hair transplant was successful, one of the most common thing that everybody says why they got a hair transplant is because they wanted it fuller, and that's why I wanted it. I just wanted it fuller. My original hairline, I don't have any clear idea of what my original hairline looks like unless I go back to look at like old pictures that I don't have with me. Pictures of me with my original hairline are still back in Togo. I'm from Togo and the pictures are still there. I haven't looked at them in years. But I don't think that my original hairline was full. So while I'm in the midst of getting a hair transplant, I wanted to go overboard and just get it full. Just get a nice, thick, full, juvenile hairline. That's what I wanted. I wanted a fuller, thicker, juvenile hairline. That's why I went in and got a second hair transplant. And when I watch other people, that's the same exact reason why they go on and get second, third. I've watched somebody that's gotten like up to 18 hair transplants throughout his lifetime. But we're not going to go that far. But it's simply because when you get a hair transplant, it's man-made. I'm trying to find the best way that I can explain it. It's like trying to recreate the Amazon forest. It's dense and thick. So that was naturally made. So if you're going to recreate the Amazon forest, you're not going to be able to make it that dense on the first try. You will have to plant all those trees and plants and all of that and let it grow, and then go back in and fill in all the holes, because it's man-made. We can never recreate nature like so perfectly. We can try, we can try to get almost close to perfection, and sometimes we can, and then by getting to that dense and thick forest. That's why I got a second hair transplant. I want it thicker and fuller. But if you get your first hair transplant and you're completely happy with what it looks like, I mean, everybody does not need a thicker hairline. Let's say for me, the hair right here, I have like thick hair in the middle of my crown and throughout the rest of my head. So me having a thicker hairline, it actually looks very realistic. But for somebody that have like natural, sparse, thin hair, you know, you may not need to go get like a second one because it's gonna look, you don't want a thick hairline here and then parts here. So that's just, I mean, long story short, I know I'm rambling and everybody's asking me, but I got a second hairline because I wanted it fuller. Although my first hairline was a success, I was happy with it. I was able to pull my hair back, but I looked in the mirror and I felt like I can have it even fuller. So that's why I went in and I got a second one just to make it fuller, thicker, and I wanted a juvenile hairline. I hope this answers your question. It wasn't because it failed or anything. There was nothing failed. The hair didn't come out, although I had braids before that. It was perfectly fine. At this point, it was just a personal choice. That will be all for this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Leave all questions and comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.